See that the movie is of 3 hours, but you tell the whole story of that movie into 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. How it is possible? What you did? It means while telling the story of that film, it means you omit songs, you omit unwanted information, unwanted story of that movie, and just you highlight the main points, the main story, the central idea of the story, and you tell to your friend into your own words. That is the perfect example of summary writing, summarizing. So like that we are going to study summary. Okay, so what is summary? Summarizing is an important studying skill. You need for suppose you are preparing for the competitive examinations, you have to develop that skill, studying skill. So summarizing is one of the best studying skills. It is a shortened version of a passage written in one's own words. So my point is summary should be shortened. It means it should be short, and most important, it should be in your own words. So this is the heart of the summary. This is the soul of the summary. Summary should be shortened and it should be in your own words. Summary covers the essential information or essential points of the original passage. Okay, so in summary writing, you should cover essential, important points only, important information only. You have to write in original passage, and these information should be in your own words. You should not use a direct speech, or you should not use direct narration from that given passage. Okay, a summary is a much shorter than the original text, and it communicates the main idea of the text and the main supporting points written again in one's own word. One's own words. This is very important. Own words. So while writing summary, you should write in your own words. This is very important. Now, what are the steps to write the summary? Let us move. The most important, suppose you come across a passage in your examination for summary writing. There is a passage for summary writing in your examination. So what you have to do? The first thing is read the passage carefully. This is very important. Read the passage carefully. Then comprehend it. Okay, after reading, suppose if you read in a single reading, if you understand it, then it's all right. But if you did not understand in a single reading, read it for a couple of times. Suppose you don't understand in second reading also, read it for third time. Definitely you will get the meaning or the central idea of the passage. 100% you will get the idea of that passage. Okay. Then after second reading or third reading, you will get the meaning of the text. Then underline the main points or just highlight the main points. Keep in mind the main points of that given passage. Then rewrite the main points in one paragraph. That would be your rough draft. Okay, and using those points in your own words, write that summary in a single paragraph. Suppose the given passage is in 2 or 3 paragraphs. Your summary should be in a single paragraph. That should be in your own word, and that summary should not change the meaning of the original text. This is very important. Okay, so these are some steps to write a summary. Then write a final summary with title. First of all, you have to write the title and then you should begin your summary. Got it? Friends, while writing summary, you should keep in mind some points. Find out the central idea of the passage. Then write in a simple language. You have to write your summary into simple language. Then In summary, don't give your own opinion. Don't add your own points. Don't add your own opinion. Just whatever the author has given in the passage, you have to write summary based on only that passage. This is very important. Then use word linkers. Word linkers plays important role, very vital role into the summary, because these connectors, these word linkers shorten your sentences. Suppose there are 3 or 4 sentences, you can compile these 4 sentences into single sentence using and, or, as well as but, etc. So word linkers plays very important role. Okay, then for example, if I give you a sentence, Ramesh is a clever boy, Ramesh is handsome, Ramesh is lazy. These are 3 sentences. How can I condense these 3 sentences? How can I comprise these 3 sentences into single sentence? Using word linkers, I can say Ramesh is clever, comma, handsome, but lazy. Okay, I used here the word linker but. Okay, in this way you can comprise or you can shorten the sentences. The summary must be in a single paragraph. Okay, so what are the main points? You have to read the passage, find out the central idea of the passage, then write these points. Okay, don't write your own opinion, use word linkers, and that summary should be in a single paragraph. This is very important. Then give a suitable title. Think of the title, and before writing the summary, write a suitable title. Okay, remember to eliminate the following. While writing summary, you have to eliminate, you have to omit some information or some points from the given passage. Which are those things to eliminate? First, repetition and unnecessary details. If there are any repetitions and unnecessary details in that paragraph or in that passage, remove it. Just focus on the main points. Next, if there are any figure of speech or any figurative language, omit it and write it into the simple language. Then if there are any quotations or adjectives and adverbs, or if there are any examples and illustrations, okay, omit it. If there is a direct speech by using reported speech, omit that also. The art of condensation. To condense means make a brief. How we can make a condensation of the given passage? Okay, the first point is eliminate unnecessary information or details. Okay, for example, now this is, suppose this is a example, this is a paragraph. What is the example? My father brought home a flower pot. It was green in color, it was bird shaped. I am very much fascinated by the birds. Birds plays important role to maintain environmental balance. My sister dropped the flower pot and it scattered into pieces. Okay, this is an example. Now friends, suppose this is for your summary writing. How will condense it? How will you shorten it? These 4 lines. Now first of all, just I told you, find out unnecessary information or details. So this paragraph is about flower pot, but the underlined part in this sentence, is unwanted, unnecessary information. So we can omit, and using word linkers we can shorten it, we condense it. Okay, now see that these underlined parts is about birds. It is an unnecessary because this passage is about flower pot. Okay, so let us see how we can summarize it. Now this is the example. My father brought home. Now there are 3 sentences. Using word linkers, I write into a single sentence. Okay, it was green in color, it was bird shaped. Okay, so I write here, my father brought home bird-shaped green flower pot. So in this way I can shorten it. But I eliminated unnecessary underlined part, unnecessary information, and write here, but my sister dropped the flower pot, or instead of flower pot I can write it also, because I am using it for flower pot. I can use it also. My sister dropped the flower pot and it scattered into pieces. Okay, so these 4 lines I have shortened into single 2 lines, 1.5 lines. Okay, and whether has the meaning of my summary changed? Of course not. The meaning of my summary did not change. Got it? So in this way we have to eliminate unnecessary information. The second, convert phrases into single word. For example, he is never late and is always on time. Okay, so what is the perfect word for the person who always on time? He never comes late. He never come late, and he always on time. That person, there is a word for that phrase is called punctual. So instead of underlined part, I can say he is punctual. Okay, meaning did not change, and on the other hand it is shortened. Okay, so convert phrases into single word. You can use one word for many words. You can use a word for phrases. Okay, for example, Dr. Patil is a physician who treats diseases of the female reproductive organs and provides well woman health care. Okay, so what is the word for the underlined part? Okay, so there is the word gynecologist. Okay, Dr. Patil is a gynecologist. I use the word gynecologist for the underlined information. Okay, so these 2 lines I have condensed into only 3 words. Dr. Patil is gynecologist. Okay, so gynecologist is the word for this underlined information. Got it? So in this way you can use it. Okay, next I take one example from Marathi. तुझा चेहरा चंद्रासारखा सुंदर मनमोहक आणि तेजस्वी आहे. ओके, ह्या चंद्रासारखा सुंदर मनमोहक आणि तेजस्वी आहे ह्या अंडरलाइन पार्टसाठी आपण एक शब्द वापरू शकतो, तू चंद्रमुखी आहेस. ओके, माझं मीनिंग बदललं का? नो, my meaning did not change, but even though I shortened my sentence. This is the art of condensation. Okay, next, use synonyms or synonymous phrases. Okay, he had a good command over English. Okay, how we can convert or how we can condense this sentence? He knew English well, or he is good at English. You can say he had a good command over English. He knew English well. This can be, my meaning is the same. Turn complex sentences into simple sentence. For example, he received a welcome that was as cold as ice. This is a complex sentence. Okay, he received an icy welcome. This would be a simple sentence. Combine the sentences using word linkers. This is very important. Okay, Rajesh is a handsome boy. He is obedient. He always comes on time for the class. These are my 3 sentences. Using word linkers, I can now using word linkers, I can convert it into a single sentence. For example, Rajesh is handsome, comma, obedient and punctual. Okay, Rajesh is handsome. I omitted repetition. There is repetition of he is, he. So I omitted it and just I write, and I used one word for this unwanted information. He always comes on time for the class. Instead of that, I used punctual. generalization. Okay. The people from Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, UP and other states of India are facing the pandemic disease. Okay. So I can generalize it. So the underlined part, see that the people from Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, UP and other states. Okay. I can generalize these people as Indians because these states from India. So I can generalize it. The Indians are facing in the pandemic disease. Okay, instead of these information, I use the word Indians. Indians means the people from India, from all states of India. Okay, so instead of this information I used. So friends, you will practice and practice. After practice, you will get that idea. You can practice it. Okay, while writing summary, keep calm, think over it and then write the summary. Okay, these are the examples. This is the summary of this passage. This is another example and this is the summary of this passage. Thank you very much.